Oh, is that Manton having some trouble? Nope. Maybe he's just testing the grip. Well, I think he knows how the grip is because there is no grip on the off the line, because we saw his car come off. Now you'll notice that these cars are running black wheels. That's because they have a different control tire than the nitro category. These cars are running contact wheels and tires. And in the nitro category, they're running hot race. So we have Mr. Nick Brown, Mr. Hot Race himself, Nicola Morone. Nicola was here to, they are staggered. I missed that. But they are off the racing line, so it's going to be a bit dusty. Okay, so this one is a bit different than the nitro. There is no bump up, as far as I know anyway. There's no bump up, so we're just following the battle for the lead. And they're off already. There they go. So it's they're bunching up behind, but this is the car one of Michael Ogilvie, followed by Lee Chapman and Tom Jefferson. Everyone off in number order, still in number order when they last time they crossed the line. And we have a very tight battle now between Ogilvie and Chapman. Chapman in that white and very tentative coming onto that main straight. It is very difficult there, that spot. It's like a very, very thin piece of tarmac that the drivers need to stay on. Ogilvie in the orange car, Chapman in the white car with these streaks of red and blue fluorescent. So one of them makes a mistake and the other one makes a mistake as well. But keeping pace, Chapman just trying to keep the pressure on. 5-minute race this one. Remember, 5-minute race. So it's a bit different than the nitros. Of course, there's no pitting for batteries or changing tires or anything. You have 3 finals, 3-leg finals, as we say in the UK. So anyone who wins 2 of their finals, that is the win overall. And that is a nightmare. Marshall not wanting to get his foot taken off, so throwing his hands in the air just to make sure drivers are aware as they come across. But now with this lap traffic and Chapman gets past coming onto the main straight. And now this car really needs to get out of the way. This number 8, there we go, finally making it happen. But Ogilvie now taking advantage of Chapman getting on the grass. Chapman not sure if he's hit something. Maybe he's chunked a tire, but he has given up 2 spaces now. Chapman now running in 4th. So I think our battle is coming across the line now for second, the 7 and the 4. No, the 7 there's both lap cars. These are both lap cars, so they're way down the order. Sorry, that's the battle for 8th and 9th. Ogilvie, though, in the car 1, just about to head out on the straight again. Seeing if I can find Manton. Where's Manton? Manton is also running 9th. The battle for 7th, 8th, 9th is very close, but that's not the battle we're interested in. There is no battle for the lead at the minute because Chapman I think he's actually pulled off the track. We've gone down to just seemingly a few cars running, but because they're all in one part of the track. Ogilvie here, just having a Sunday drive. Well, Saturday drive. He's literally all alone out on the track. The battle between cars number 3 and 6, though, is just coming through the... Well, that's dissipated as quickly as I spotted the cars. The 3 now way ahead of the 6. That is Tom Jefferson and Alfie Wadsworth. Alfie threw the cart into the grass, unfortunately, and had a few bobbles after that. So there's literally no battles on track now. They're all spread out, apart from the battles for the really high positions. We're with Michael Ogilvie. Ari Manton is the next car behind, and he's running 8th at the minute. Lee Chapman has pulled off, so hopefully he's going to have a better run in the B2 final. Oh, and into the grass goes Ogilvie. Down the main straight, cleaning off the dust in the grass and all the detritus around the keyhole. Less than 30 seconds remaining now. These races go quick. So coming up on some quite high. Oh, man, that is not the way to get around a car in that car 7. Just punting the car number 8 off the track. Car 9 sliding between them, and Ari Manton trying to take up a couple of free spots. That 4-car battle, that was our battle for 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. While Ogilvie just enjoying a little Saturday morning drive. Going down the straight into the very banked hairpin at the end of the straight. Through the chicane and taking the win. And that's it. That's our first B final done for the electric category. 19 laps. There's our runners and riders in this group. Well, this is the B final. So we had Ogilvie, Jefferson, Alfie Wadsworth, Nikki Taylor finished 4th. This is the finishing order from the first final. Joe Diacono finished 5th. Where is he at? So I'm just making sure I have everyone noted properly. Nigel Philpott finished 6th. Ari Manton finished 7th. So basically, if Mike Ogilvie finishes first again, he's won it. He's won the B final overall because there's 3 leg finals. Lee Chapman finished 9th. Martin Thorpe finished 8th, and that means Geoff Ribchester finished 10th. Okay, so don't need my earplugs because it's nice and quiet. How about that? Okay, and they're counting down already. So we're going to follow the battle for the lead. Ogilvie in that orange car. See how well he sets off. Sets off pretty good. Off in number order. 3rd place has already... Oh, Chapman falling down the order. It's 1, 3, 6 is our running order at the minute. But Ogilvie way off. Building a gap already. Couple seconds ahead. You can see the gaps on the timing at the top right. Ogilvie, Wadsworth, and Jefferson. Wadsworth in that yellow and pink car. So our battle for the lead is getting much tighter now this time around. Number 1 and the 6th car as the 3rd and 4th cars come together, letting Manton come through for 4th. But we're watching the action for the front 2 positions as they're coming up on lap traffic and makes nice amount of space for them to get by. So this is Ogilvie and Wadsworth. Wadsworth, one of the youngest racers here, I would think. Only 9 years old. Runs here at... Oh, and I thought that was I thought that was Ogilvy going wide, but it's different color orange. So coming through the hairpins, Ogilvy knows this track very well. Let's try and keep them both in shot if possible, because these two are going to be telling the story of the race. If Ogilvy can hold off young Alfie, he will go home with the B final win. Alfie makes a mistake coming onto the main straight and again past the lap traffic. So again, Alfie finished third in the last one, and now he's taken over the lead, so he could end up with a 3 and a 1. I think Ogilvy has some body damage. Ogilvy has some major body damage on the left side of the car. It's going to be causing him some massive problems. He might have to come in for a pit, because I think he's going to be losing ground to who's next behind. Is that the 3 who's running next to Tom Jefferson? Let's drop back to Ogilvy just so we can. The next orange car behind is Wadsworth taking the detour, well, the long route. Look at this battle damage on the car there. I was looking down at the timing. I missed whether it was with contact with Alfie or whether it was hitting the wall. And of course, that battle for the lead causing some problems for Mike Ogilvy here. So let's move forward to the car 5 of Nicky Taylor, who is the white car, I think, at the end of the straight. Yeah, into the keyhole is the white car of Nicky Taylor. And she is catching Alfie at a rate of speed. And Alfie makes another mistake coming onto the straight. So now we have about a new battle for the lead between Alfie and Nicky. And Nicky a bit slow getting onto the power out of the main straight. Coming up on lap traffic again of this number 8 car, I think it is. So just a second between them. So you can see on the screen exactly 1 second. This time around with 1 minute remaining. Now it's 1.1 seconds. Nicky running the Infinity out of Southport, which is not south of here, weirdly. Oh, and Alfie getting it wrong and into the grass. Where's Nicky to capitalize? And she does. She's gone past for the lead. There's our new leader of Nicky Taylor. Alfie throwing it in the grass, avoiding the wall and the subsequent damage. So we might have Ogilvy, I think, has pulled off. Yeah, Ogilvy in the car 1 is no longer running. But Nicky Taylor taking huge advantage there. No, he is running. Someone has fixed his body. So I think, let's see here. He's only running 5th, though. Nicky Taylor taking advantage of Alfie's mistake to take the lead. So this will be a big change here, because Nicky finished 4th in the last one. So this is going to really throw a wrench in proceedings here, especially for Ogilvy's opportunity in this one. So it's definitely going to come down to the B3 race, the 3rd leg of the B finals. So that is Nicky Taylor, Tom Jefferson, and Alfie Wadsworth. Okay, so we are ready with the B final. So it's the 3rd B final of the Electric Euro Cup. And the countdown has started. So again, it's 4 different drivers that can take this one. Starting with Michael Ogilvy in that car number 1. So we'll follow the lead battle. Whoa. It's pretty chaotic. Pretty chaotic behind now when you have a lead battle. And who is this in that 2nd place car? This is Lee Chapman, who finished second, and he's just spun just the tiniest bit, but he's finished, yeah, it is Lee Chapman. He's finished 9th in the previous 2 races. So that is, I don't think there's a chance that he's going to be able to take the overall, even if he does win it. And he's already a bit off the pace compared to Ogilvy. Just a bit slower coming out of the turns for some reason. And they're coming up on the 0 car of Jeff Ribchester. And down the main straight. Let's see if Lee's going to be able to keep it on the track. For whatever, we don't really know why he finished 9th in both of the previous 2 B finals. There's triple leg finals. Car 1 and 2. Ogilvy and Chapman, both of them, I believe, are locals to the track, or quite familiar with it in any case. Oh, and, oh dear. Well, car 6 has just flung itself across the track and was hit almost head on, but at least relatively slowly. Now Ogilvy is starting to pull away now. If Ogilvy can keep this position, or even possibly finish 2nd, but of course if he wins, that'll give him 2 wins and a solid B final win. With no arguments, with no need to calculate anything else apart from who finished 2nd and 3rd. But Lee Chapman both trying to make their way around lap traffic, and Lee just about able to make it past. Blue car going very, very, very wide. Lee getting in trouble at the start of the straight and is actually now half a lap behind Ogilvy. You can see the red behind his number. Now it's 5.3 seconds instead of, it was about a half a second the last time they came across the finish line. So the danger here is because the field spread is so wide, just because there's only a couple of full heats in this. There's 20 racers in this, 18 of them being from the UK. So in the final, you have some fairly good drivers and some fairly not so good drivers. And you have to be very, very careful when you're making your way around the lap traffic. So Ogilvy now has Tom Jefferson trying to chase him down. Tom with 2 second place finishes already. Oh, and Ogilvy getting in the grass. You need to stay out of the grass. Jefferson in the car 3 only just crossed the finish line, so still half a lap behind Ogilvy. So he's still perfectly safe, but you don't want to be doing that too many more times, or at all if possible. 1 minute and 10 seconds remaining now. But Jefferson, as I was saying, has 2 second place finishes, and at the moment he's going to have a 3rd second place finish, so that will pretty much wrap up 2nd place for him if he finishes where he's at the moment. And Nikki Taylor running 3rd now, and Nikki with a win as well, doing amazing. Nikki actually stuck his head in early. I do have to massively apologize because he was getting the Mickey taken out of him for my mistake in the previous runs. So I do apologize for that, Nikki. But in this final 30 seconds of the 3rd of the B final runs, it looks like we've got Ogilvy, Jefferson, and Taylor. Going to take this. We've got another bit of lap traffic here. A little danger point, and they know to move aside very nicely. And another one. So that's good. So here we go. Michael Ogilvy on his last lap. Nikki Taylor has already finished. A good run for him. Tom Jefferson about to come across as well. But we are with Michael Ogilvy to take the 2nd of his wins in this B final series of races. So fantastic job. Good job for Michael taking the win and the overall Tom Jefferson finishing second to take second overall, and Nicky Taylor finishing third. So I believe that's going to give him, with a first, a third, and a fourth, pretty sure that's going to give him, that might give him second, actually, you know, because a first and a third is better than a second and a second. Same on points, but I think that's going to go to tiebreak. I'm not sure how it's actually figured out. So there's the official finishing results. Of course, as always, subject to